All right, I'm back. I tried again. So this is the last time. If it goes out again, I'm just going to keep on crafting, okay? Because it takes me a while. Okay, so this is what I was trying to show you guys. And it's that I want you to be able to see what I did because you can't see it in this one, but this one I didn't put any filling in because the cushion and the spare fabric was enough to cover it. Now, if you have something really deep, you can either use fabric or you can use more stuffing. So you could put stuffing first and then put this, any way that you want. And there's plenty of tutorials out there for making pin cushions, easy ways. The next one I think I'm going to make after these is going to be, I think, a hat pin cushion. But here we go. So this is what I have so far. I've been experimenting with some of the things that I want to put on this. And one of the things I do is I'll put it together and then see what happens with my choices, and I'll let them sit there for a while. And this is one of the pieces I think I'm going to start with. And this one is going to have a lot of layers in it. Let me show you what my idea is. Now, I'm not gonna finish it all here in front of you guys, but I do want to show you some of my ideas and before I ship it to my customer. So this is one of the ideas I had, but I decided to use this one as my base, just so it kind of covers. This is just what I decided is my base. Then I decided I wanted to try using, I think I showed you this idea before and it didn't work out with the last one I had. But this one, I actually had this lace in mind when I put it together. When I purchased this piece, I said, this is tall enough where I can use this beautiful long tassel trim that I have in my shop. It's gorgeous. See, a lot of sway. And I do not know exactly what style this is going to come out. And it's going to be probably close to a bohemian type style. And so a lot of times I'll take my pieces and I'll lay them on there and I'll pin them. This way I can actually get a view of what my design is going to look like. So this one right here is where I'm at so far. It's hard to see that way, but it actually, the dangle almost touches the bottom. Let me see if I can give you a different view. There you go. Even though you see my mess. Look how pretty that looks. The dangle almost goes to the bottom of the glass. And I do have this one in my shop, and I doubled it over because I wanted to be a little bit, and then what you see through is this, but there's going to be more layers that I have planned. Let me see if I can put it a little sideways without it falling over. There you go. There you go. Okay, so that's a little better. So you can see that. And this is just not on perfect. All I'm doing is when I first started this, I started layering. First I had this, and now I decided to put something underneath. And then this was one of my ideas. I thought about this piece. I have this. I don't have this in my shop, but I did used to, and it actually went in a few. So look at that. Might look okay. But I settled for, actually, let me show you some other ones I was thinking about. So this one. Now this piece right here, I actually got more of this in the other day. I have about 5 yards of it, but there was a customer who said she wanted it. I messaged her, but she hasn't messaged me back whether she's interested. And I didn't think that went with what my idea was. I usually do that. I try out different things. Another thing I was trying out were beads. I have different beads in here. So this one, I do like the color, how the colors blend. You see the colors? Those colors go well. So this one might be one I might use. Another one I thought about using was, I put these in my last boho D-stash. There, this one maybe. Of course, I would put something over it like this boho trim maybe. That combination. Can you see the difference of how that looks? See, that looks pretty. So everything I just experiment, and this is the one I decided to stick with. I liked this look. I liked the way it brought in a little bit more reds. You see that? And so this is the one I'm thinking I'm going to use. And then, so basically I've already kind of cut it, and I kind of pin them together. I don't know if that's going to pin because I think I got it pretty close there. Let's see. Just so it gives me an idea of what I'm doing. And you can see it's pulling out. See these reds in here? Those are the reds it's pulling out. I see that. And it's just about, it's just, this is all estimating. And then I was thinking, let's see if you could see it. So can you see that? So I'm going to leave this hanging actually and leave this open. And see now when the customer opens it, they see the green underneath instead of just the mess of the fabric. If you can see that. So the customer will see that. And then I'm not going to cover, I'm not even going to glue over that etching because that it's still there preserving that part. And I'm not gonna leave it like this. It's gonna come in, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use this bead here. And can you see how adding that bead brings those colors, the light colors from in the fabric here and from the bottom trim, brings it back in. So I can use that on it. I could use this boho trim on it. I haven't made any decisions. These are the things I've been looking at. I don't know if I could bring this one back in. And it's bringing the colors. Oh, that looks beautiful, huh? I might do that, but I'd have to trim this piece because it's a little long. This is a very long piece of trim. So if you really want this, let me know. And before I list it, I'll let you know when I actually put it in my shop because I'll be putting it in pretty soon. But that trim is a lot, very close to $6 a yard, I think. And then I have this one. I love this trim. I actually have this in my shop. It is, I love it because you can see how I could add the color in if I wanted to, and it's not taken away from all the trims, but it's still bringing all the colors back. I could put it on top. It's so narrow. You could add any lace upside down along this, or you can add it to any lace and it'll look like a dangle lace. So I have this in my shop as well as, let me see. I have, let me see, there's another one I'm thinking of using. Let's see how it looks. I was thinking about it. So these are the things I'm thinking. So this one right here, I have several yards of this. I carried this before in my shop. This piece has a look of, it almost feels like it's cotton, but it's not cotton. So I will be, oh, that looks pretty too. The color is kind of a little bit lighter than this almost ivory color. So I will keep that in mind as I keep on making choices. Perhaps it would look better if I put it under. I don't know. So there are a variety of things, and I just wanted to show you basically how I come up with it. And I may add more or I may not. I may leave this. I do like this color. And then if I bring this in, which is narrow, thinner, it still leaves that exposed, but brings in the light colors. I like that. I may double that up. And then I show this one. I also have this one. This is actually I have in my shop. Oh, that would look pretty. Oh, that would look really pretty. So there you go. This is where this one is at right now. I'm not completely done. But this is how I come up, and I like to use pins. I attach it, let the colors flow, see what I think, and tell me what design, what style do you think this is? I think this is a mixture of styles, and that's how I design. I design a lot of mixture of styles using a variety of things, and I actually think my customer will love it. Oh wait, I wanted to show you one more thing. I also, when I was putting that on, I actually had a scrap of fabric, so I may add this fabric. I think I may turn this into a rose, and I might use it as a rose to decorate maybe on the side. So this is another idea. You can use your scraps of fabrics, and you can see I just got the scrap, I folded it in half, and now most of the time this piece shows as I fold it. And I do have a rose tutorial out there for any of you guys who might be interested in that. So I'm getting ready to turn off so I can finish this project, but I did want you to see my ideas in motion. That's really why, because I don't have time to teach you tutorials, but at least you could see where my ideas come from, how I I take things and I make messes every time I design. I pull a lot of things out that I think will go, and a lot of times it's one piece that's giving me the inspiration. So for this one, I chose this fabric. There's another fabric I was thinking of using, and this is the one I chose. Where's the other fabric? Here you are. This one's beautiful too. See, this one would go with this same style, and I could bring in the same colors of with this fabric. So, and then the pieces that were left over because I had um, I had to cut it. I had to cut it off center so that I can get that one piece in the center of the fabric. You can use it to make a rose or a flower, um, anything like that. So that's what I'm going to do with this piece. And I might put it like here on the front or something like that. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it comes all together. So I hope you don't, you, make sure you comment below and let me know that you like my lives, because then I'll keep on trying. I don't know why it went out so many times a while ago, but it did. One of the things I do want to let you guys know is that I am going to be going to out of state to a wedding. My firstborn is getting married, so I'll be going out of state. And what you'll see is I might still comment and things while I'm traveling and things. But one of the things I won't do is that I won't be shipping out that week. I will be put my shop and I'll put it out probably for a week for ship time. And then when I get back, I will ship everything so that I have time to actually go out. I'll probably take my laptop with me just in case I have to go in and do anything online. But that's basically what's going to happen. Now, this flower right here, I'm showing it to you because this is also another thing I was working on. Sometimes in the middle of projects when, I don't have time to start the project, I'll just go and make a flower. And I had purchased this fabric recently from a local person. It was brand new fabric, and I ended up making a flower with it. I wanted to experiment with it to see what kind of flower it made. But again, these are complete, and I hope they inspire you to go and make your own pin cushions, and you can see different ways. There's tons of tutorials online, so I watch a lot of them, and then I decide and I make it my own. I don't really take any one particular one. I skim Pinterest, and it was funny. I got the idea to make cupcake pincushions, and I said, "Oh, that's cool. I think those cupcakes are all in style." And I go and I think my idea is unique. Well, it's not unique. Not all my ideas are unique. And I go and search Pinterest, and oh, tons of cupcake pincushions. So for inspiration, you could go there, and hopefully on YouTube you might find some tutorials or some on Pinterest. This is Liz with Crafty Devotion. I will talk to you next time, and hopefully I'll have time to show you, but I'm going to be taking breaks because like I said, I'm going out of town. I hope you are inspired by my designs.